Hello, I'm Chris. Welcome to week 8 of the Red and Bad Book Club. Yes, week 8. This week we read One Dance. Okay, small writer note for people who enjoy that sort of thing. This was the question mark episode. I had 11 episodes mapped out, and I had a big gap where I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen in this episode. I knew what I needed. I knew that something needed to happen that would instigate like a kind of punishment in the next episode, but that it needed to be something that also initiated a level of intimacy that hadn't happened before. Because the thing that happens in the next episode, which I knew was going to happen before I even started thinking really seriously about this story, it's another one of those on the surface, bad as a total bastard, and underneath there's something else going on there. I think. You may not think that. You may think he is just a total bastard and whatever depth he has is whatever. But but that was the idea. So I knew that in this episode something needed to happen that would do both of those things simultaneously. And I was sick of naming things This is true. I had a list and everything had a name, and most of those titles started out with the word such as The Pit or The Alley. And I just couldn't do another one. So that is basically all the information I had going in. And this episode happened. And when I read it now, writing wise, I don't remember really writing it. I don't remember thinking about it that hard. I just kind of wrote it. And it was fun, and I was done with it. But when I read it, it's got like delicious little nuggets. The thing about Polly's parents, like they're so excited about her being gay that they're kind of gay groupies, and it makes her seriously uncomfortable. I mean, that's so much fun. That's just so much fun. Like they have taken ownership of gayness in a way that makes Polly very, very uncomfortable. And that's a great, I don't know where that came from, but that's a hell of a lot of fun. And I also like the contrast with Red's parents. Like nobody's family is, beating them or kicking them out or doing anything dramatic. And yet both Red and Polly, coming from very different sort of home situations, or coming out at home situations, feel very alienated by that experience. So I don't know. I'm queer. That's, to me, a fun thing to play with, and it's a story. We don't see necessarily a lot of queer narratives that don't hit the extremes. So either mom and dad love you, and they love you so much, and they will love you no matter who you are, or you're a disgrace, and you're going to hell, and your stuff is on the lawn. So I don't know. I like playing with other coming out narratives because there's a lot of variety that goes on in the middle of those two extremes. I am rambling, and this isn't even the ramble for this week. This is the book club, which is usually my shorter video. So in any event, this is not like one of my favorite episodes, except reading it now, it's kind of awesome. And Red's whole fantasy about, like, when I was in high school, I thought I'd come to college and everything would be happy and gay in all the senses of the word. As absolutely autobiographical. Which I also don't remember writing. I certainly didn't write it as like, oh, I'm going to insert myself into this story. But that is absolutely what I thought college would be like. I thought it was like, oh, it's going to be a bastion of acceptance and love. And it, you will not be surprised to learn, was not that. It was more of the same. Memories. So there you go, man. Tell me about the end of One Dance, because that shit makes me giggle every time I read it. Because it's the two of them fighting. It's like they're both on a side of the rope, and they're having a tug of war in this episode about who is really in control of what's going on. And I think Red wins, hands down. So that's a lot of fun. All right, man. I will see you guys in the comments. I hope you enjoyed One Dance. Bye.